When I came here for my tour, I felt very welcomed.
It has a nice campus, it's small, and there's a lot of one-on-one with profs.
When I started reading about their research that they do here, it definitely caught my interest.
I'm originally from Albuquerque, which is only an hour away, and I never knew about the university. And I was about 2 months away from going somewhere else, and then come to find out, it's like, oh, there's a school that's right next to me. The price range was fantastic. The fact that it was a STEM-based research school was fantastic. Then I knew it was going to be difficult coming in. Those are all draws for me.
One thing that I do love about Tech is smaller class sizes. I always feel like that was a big thing for me, where I had that community within the classroom.
We can approach professors without having to worry that you're bothering them. They give you time.
They want to get to know you. My advisor, she knows my interests. She's always bringing up internships or scholarships I could look into, and they'll help you find your path here.
We have all these clubs that students can come out and have an outlet, like bouldering and rock climbing, tea club.
You'll find a group so quickly. There's a place for everyone.
There was a message that came out from faculty. They wanted to gauge students and see if esports was actually something that they wanted to create. I was one of the first people to the meeting. This project came into my lap, and the rest of the faculty and staff around the university who are really embracing this and allowing me to explore. And
I just feel like I have all the full support from Tech. It's perfect. It's a great school.
As you get deeper along into your coursework, you get exposed to more and more projects, and it just shows you what you're working towards.
I knew from a young age that I wanted to help people, and that's my big goal. Coming from an underserved community, I saw firsthand how hard it is to get good treatment sometimes, and I would like to help out.
You have the ability to make a tangible difference in the world. It's inspiring, and my ideas actually do make an impact. Let's put that out there and see what happens.
Thank you. This is the last concert of the season. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. I think you all know that I'm Rana, and I run the Performing Arts Series, and we just had a whole bunch of fun at Tacos and Tequila and played Loteria, and there were some prizes given out. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll do that again. Just a few announcements. Next weekend in Magdalena, there's a whole art walk thing happening that looks just amazing, so check it out. I think there's a whole schedule about it in the El Defensor Chieftain. On May 8th, there's a concert here with a tech band, Technical Differences, and they're going to be inviting up a bunch of guests. And that starts at 3 o'clock right out here in the parking lot, and they're a really fun band, so I hope that we'll see some of you out here. And we are now working on next season, so very excited about that. You are welcome to dance. You could dance on either if you feel so moved. I know we're a small crowd, but you might feel like dancing. I'll be dancing because I know I'm going to feel like it. There's going to be an intermission, and some of you weren't at the Tacos and Tequila, so I'm just going to let you know that we're going to have a bar open during the intermission, so feel free to come on down to the Galena room. It's just down this hallway, and we are doing tequila flights, and it's some really good tequila, plus there's regular Mexican beers and margaritas, so if you feel so moved, come on over during intermission, and there'll be CDs for sale. So Harabe Mexicano, Dana Chavez, who I can see her right out here. Dana and I are partners in crime with the Performing Arts Series, and we heard this group, I want to say it was probably 4 or 5 years ago at the Western Alliance of Arts Administrators, and we absolutely fell in love with them. You're going to hear a lot of different styles of music, some really high caliber playing, some fun playing. You're going to hear all kinds of different styles of music. And I see Jonathan running. I hope it's not running to me. Okay. And I just need to say something as well while I'm talking about how excited I am about Harabe Mexicano, is we have an amazing student crew here at Macy Center, and we've been running the Performing Arts Series with a student crew all year. And we've been live streaming all year, and they're just a great crew, and the Macy Center folks here are just amazing. And that's all I got to say. Huge thanks. Yeah, let's thank them. Yep, Jonathan and Adrian and Ben and Gloria and BJ, and it's a great team. Our sponsors for this evening, because when you see this many people in the theater, you know that your ticket price is not paying for the group that's coming out here. And the reason that we can do this is because, and sometimes we have large audiences, and hopefully they'll get bigger as we get past this whole COVID thing. But a huge thanks to our sponsors. And tonight's sponsors are the National Endowment for the Arts and the Western States Arts Federation, which is a program that gives and supports small arts programs throughout the entire Western United States. And for a long time, the Performing Arts Series has gotten support from the Western States Arts Federation, National Endowment for the Arts. A1 Quality Ready Mix, which you all know, the Aguilar family out on Highway 60. They love the Performing Arts Series. They are a partner. That means they're a big kahuna of sponsors. Huge thanks to A1 Quality Ready Mix. Holiday Inn Express, Ati and Ravi Basker, who also have been longtime supporters as a lodging donor. Big thanks to them. And the New Mexico Tech Graduate Student Association. So let's give also a longtime sponsor. Big woohoo. All right. Okay, so I'm so excited to have Harabe Mexicano here. They did an amazing youth performance at Cottonwood today. The kids actually had a great time. My ears are still ringing from their shrieks, but they asked great questions. It was a great time. I'm so thrilled to have them here right now. So please join me in welcoming Harabe Mexicano to Macy Center.
Hello, everyone. ¿Cómo están? Awesome.
All right,
we're going to get some music going here. Just want to say that the music we play is music that we all grew up listening to right on the border with Mexico, both in Arizona and California. So you hear a variety of stuff, and some you'll know, maybe some you don't. We'll sing songs in Spanish, English, and Spanglish, and sometimes even both, Spanish and English. So let's get it going with a little bit of rock en español. Maybe not.
Me quieren agitar, me incitan a gritar. Soy como una roca, palabras no me tocan. Adentro hay un volcán y pronto va a estallar. Yo quiero estar tranquilo, es mi situación, una desolación. Soy como un lamento, lamento boliviano que un día empezó y no va a terminar. Ya nadie hace daño. Y estoy aquí, borracho y loco, y mi corazón idiota siempre brillará. Y yo te amaré por siempre. Nena, no te peines en la cama, que los viajantes se van a atrasar. No te peines en la cama, que los viajantes se van a atrasar. Y ya estoy aquí, borracho y loco, y mi corazón idiota siempre brillará. Y yo te amaré por siempre. Nena, no te peines en la cama, que los viajantes se van a atrasar. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This next song we're doing is a tribute to the late, great, one of our heroes, Juan Gabriel. This was one of his first hits. The song is called No Tengo Dinero.
Voy por la calle de la mano, platicando con mi amor, y voy recordando cosas bellas que me pueden suceder. Pero ya me preguntan que hasta cuándo nos iremos a casar. Y yo le contesto que soy pobre, que me tiene que esperar. Hey, no tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer, porque no tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer. Yo sé que a mi lado tú te sientes, pero mucho, muy feliz. Y sé que al decirte que soy pobre, no vuelves a sonreír. Pero que va, si yo quisiera tener todo y ponerlo a tus pies. Pero yo nací pobre y es por eso que no me puedes querer. No tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer, porque no tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer. No tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer, porque no tengo dinero ni nada que dar, lo único que tengo es amor para amar. Si así tú me quieres, te puedo querer, pero si no puedes, ni modo que hacer. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Just a little bit about us. We go around the country doing these outreach shows for kids a lot, and we talk to them about a lot of different things. Like first of all, teaching them about the border culture. Like for example, that we like both tacos and hamburgers. We actually, when we watch TV shows at home, sometimes, well, the majority of the time, the show's in English, but the commercials are in Spanish. We use Pine Sol and Fabuloso. I mean, we pick the best things out of each side and go with it. But yeah, so this is, we played for some kids today at the Cottonwood, right? Yep. Cottonwood Charter School, and we invited some of those kids over, but what they would probably be surprised is just how similar our shows are when we go to the schools and we come over here and do what we call, quote unquote, the adult show. And it's no different, really. The milk jokes become, adult beverage jokes, and that's pretty much it, other than that. But yeah, so again, we're just gonna give you a little glimpse into growing up really on the border. Gustavo is a true trans-border person because he used to live in Tijuana, wake up at 5 in the morning, do a 2-hour car ride into San Diego and listen to nothing but Mexican music. Then he'd jump on the bus and do about 45 minutes to Point Loma and listen to nothing but 1990s R&B. And that's Tavo in a nutshell right there. I mean, the guy goes from SWV to Selena like in a minute. But
That's right,
yeah,
that's
so Anyways, speaking of kind of going between the two languages, we're going to do a song that's actually in Spanglish. You guys know what Spanglish is, right? Yeah. It's okay if you don't. You will after this song. But with this song, we honor the great Freddie Fender, and the song is called Hey Baby, ¿Qué pasó? It's about a guy that goes to a party, and his girl's already dancing with somebody else. Now, I don't know why he would write a song about that. I probably wouldn't want to tell anybody about it. But anyways, this is Hey Baby, ¿Qué pasó? With Eduardo Valencia singing.
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? I thought I was your only vato. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Please don't leave me desamodo. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? ¿A dónde vas con ese charro? Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me un beso? Come on, baby, turn around. Let me see those pretty blue eyes. Don't you know that I love you? And my corazón is frío. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? I thought I was your only vato. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Won't you give me un beso? All right, here we go, folks.
Quiebrala, quiebrala.
Come on, baby, turn around. Let me see those pretty blue eyes. And don't you know that I love you? And my corazón is real. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? I thought I was your only vato. Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Please don't leave me this modo. Thank you.
Ow! So myself, my name is Danny, and as you met Eduardo, we both grew up in Nogales, Arizona. Anybody ever heard of Nogales, Arizona? Awesome. Now, we grew up there, not at the same time, obviously. But yeah, that's where we're from, and you know, it's a tiny, tiny town. Probably not as tiny as here, though. For once, I'm like, wow, it's smaller than Nogales. And the guy all the way to the left here is Kevin. Raise your hand so they know. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. And of course, Gustavo Alcocer. They both grew up in San Diego and Tijuana. And way back there on the guitar, Steve Smith. He grew up in Tucson, but has family in Nogales. And we recently found out that his mom might actually be related to my mom. Yeah. I had a really, really friendly great-grandfather. But yeah, we're just waiting for the 23andMe to come back, and then we'll see if we're related or not. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna have Kevin sing a song for you. Kevin is a product of San Diego State University. Go Aztecs! And it's again, when we go around talking to the kids, we always say we're all products of music education. In one shape or another, we've all had at least one teacher that impacted our lives, and really for the better, you know. And being where we are, we always like to say we so supportive of the arts in general and teachers. Are there any teachers here today? Yeah?
Hey.
All right. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Give a round of applause. Yeah. And Eduardo Valencia actually was one of the first to bring mariachi education to the city of Nogales, Arizona. And so I don't even know why you decided to do that, Eduardo, but thank you so much, man. And again, just kind of reiterating the whole thing here, somebody impacts the community. And now when you go down to Nogales, I mean, you guys have the mariachi conference in Las Cruces. They have one in Tucson. I mean, it's just literally it's normal now. You have mariachi education from the like elementary school all the way to high school, and in some cases even in the university level. So round of applause for Eduardo for really starting that. Okay, moving on. This next song is called Bésame Morenita, and it translates to Kiss Me My, my cinnamon skin girl, because we used to say olive skin girl, but Kevin's allergic to olives, so.
I didn't know I was allergic to olives.
Listos.
Me bésame morenita, que me estoy muriendo por esa boquita, tan jugosa y fresca, tan coloradita, como una manzana dulce y madurita, que me está diciendo no muerdas tan duro, no seas goloso y chupa que está sabroso, dale un abrazo mi morenita, que me está diciendo que besa y besa la condenada, que este mordisco no sabe a nada, si lo dice mi morenita, mírame, quiéreme, bésame morenita, mírame, quiéreme, bésame morenita. Quiéreme, bésame morenita, que me estoy muriendo por esa boquita, tan jugosa y fresca, tan coloradita, como una manzana dulce y madurita, que me está diciendo no muerdas tan duro, no seas goloso y chupa que está sabroso, dale un abrazo mi morenita, que me está diciendo que besa y besa la condenada, que este mordisco no sabe a nada, si no lo dice mi morenita, mírame, quiéreme, bésame morenita, mírame, quiéreme, bésame morenita, mírame, quiéreme, bésame morenita, bésame morenita, bésame morenita, bésame morenita.
Kevin Lomas, everyone. Absolutely. Now, the next song we're going to do, there's a little essay. No, I'm just joking. It's not an essay. It's a little explanation that Gustavo's going to talk about this tune. Gustavo, why don't you start telling them a little bit about this song? Because this song actually, they started to perform the song before I ever joined the band, and Gustavo knows the whole story about it.
The whole story. No, years and years ago, we used to play this song as an intro, just a little tidbit of it as an intro to another song that we played, that we will play later on. Anywho, we had a couple producers approach us and ask us if we wanted to perform and record this song fully, and we jumped at it. Unfortunately, at the time, there was this tragic event in Mexico that happened where 43 students were kidnapped and disappeared without a trace. And of course, this caused, a lot of shock. Both Kevin and I were at San Diego State in the music education program, and we were really moved by the situation. And one of the things that came out of it was that people protested in Mexico. And one of the phrases that I kept seeing on the signs said something to the degree of, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. And it really showed me something about how powerful it is to be an educator and the kinds of seeds that we get to plant in our students' minds. And so I wrote some Spanish lyrics that I added to this song, and we went in and recorded. And hopefully you'll enjoy our version of Get Up, Stand Up, Semillas by Mr. Bob Marley. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. Everybody now, get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up your fight.
Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half the story has never been told. Now you see the light. You gotta stand up for your right.
Get up, stand up, get up, stand up for your rights, your rights. Get up, stand up in the morning, don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, si se puede, don't give up the fight. Muchos creerán que la lucha no puede seguir, que esta violencia no se puede resistir. Nos quisieron enterrar, pero estas semillas jamás morirán. 'Cause now we see the light, hey, we stand up for our rights. Come on now, get up, stand up, hey.
Stand up for your right.
Stand up for your rights.
Stand up.
In the morning, don't give up the fight, no, no. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, yes we can, don't give up the fight. Come on.
We're sick and tired of the evil game. We die and go to heaven in a rich man's name. We all know and understand the hypocrisy of all of the political bands. You can teach some people somehow, but you can't convince the people all of the time. Now you see the light. You gotta stand up for your right.
'Cause the people united will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people united will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Stand up. Stand up for your right.
Stand up for your rights.
Stand up.
In the morning, don't give up the fight. No, no, no. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up.
Stand up
For your rights. Get up, stand up, hey, hey, hey. Don't give up the fight. Here we go. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up your fight. No. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Come on, y'all. Don't give up the fight. Here we go. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. 'Cause the people united will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people united will never be divided. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you all.
All right. That song goes out for to everyone that's fighting for something. And in life, we eventually have to fight for something, right? So that goes for everybody that's in the battle right now. Perhaps you've already defeated that battle or are going to start one. We all need to come together and, really come together for the good, We recently were up in Iowa. Anybody here from Iowa? Do you know anybody from Iowa? Do you owe money to anybody from Iowa? So we're lucky enough to be out there. We were in Minneapolis, and then we drove down to Iowa. Without us even knowing, honestly, we were doing a show in the Quad Cities area, and somebody said to us when we played this next song, said, the Buddy Holly crash site is actually here in Iowa. It's a little further north. It'd be great if you guys visit it, And they asked us, how are you flying out? We're like, well, we're going through Minneapolis. And they said, it's on your way up. So we actually were able to drive to the Buddy Holly crash site. Really, kind of a eerie, feeling when you're there. But we were really there to pay our respects to Richie Valens. That's one of our heroes. You guys all know Richie Valens, right? Yeah. He died at such a young age, but, again, a Mexican-American who broke into the scene and quite possibly the most popular music at the time, and really didn't speak all that much Spanish, and even though you could say he's not from the border, but it's a very similar situation to us sometimes where we grow up and don't really know Spanish all that well. For us, for me, most of us here had Spanish, as a first language, but I know plenty of people that don't. But anyways, we were there and we actually went to the site. Anybody ever been to the crash site? Yeah? Okay. So it's kind of paint the picture. It's in the middle of a cornfield and you have to walk, I don't know, maybe like a quarter of a mile. Quarter mile. It felt like half a mile, but we walked a quarter mile and we set up around the little monument they have there and we played the song and we filmed it. And we're actually going to be releasing that video soon. So if you're not friends with us on Facebook or Instagram, look us up, Harabe Mexicano, and you'll see the link to that. But we're going to perform right now the medley we do in honor of Richie Valens, and it's O Donna, and we do We Belong Together also.
Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna. I had a girl, Donna was her name. Since she left me, I've never been the same. 'Cause I love my girl, Donna, oh, oh, where can she be? Hey. Where can she be? Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, come on. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, you're mine, and we belong together. That's right, y'all. Yes, we belong together for eternity, eternity. Hey. You're my baby, and you'll always be. I love you so much. Hey. I'll give you everything, everything I own. You'll always, always be mine. You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
Gustavo Alcocer, everyone. Now,
Thank you.
legend goes that Richie Valens went to a party and Donna was with, like, the popular
Jock.
football player, yeah. And, well, long story short, Donna left with Richie Valens that night, so Give it up for Richie Valens. Absolutely. True story, yeah. He was the oldest 16-year-old kid I've ever seen. You ever seen a picture of him? He's like 16 years old. He was buying like beer for his parents, I think, at that age. Man. Anyways, we're gonna have Kevin sing a song for you. And believe it or not, Kevin once filmed a Pepsi commercial. Oh yeah. He drinks Coca-Cola though.
Yeah.
He made sure he got paid before he admitted that. But that's right. Anyways, this song is pretty popular. It's Quien Será or Sway, and it's a cha-cha-cha, which is a style that comes to us from Cuba. It was a very popular dance. Obviously, it sort of became a part of the, even if you go back to the trio music, there was elements of cha-cha-cha in there, well, because it was popular then. But it's cha-cha-cha, and it's because that's the sound the feet made when you dance to it. That's sort of how it got its name. But anyways, this is Quien Será featuring Kevin Lomez.
Start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. I can hear the sounds of violins long before they begin. Make me feel as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other people may be on the floor, my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak.
Como ayer lo fui.
¿Quién será la que me quiera a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? Volver a vivir el pasión, el calor de tu amor yo quisiera sentir que me hiciera feliz.
Como ayer lo
¿Quién será la que me quiera a mí? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será la que me dé su amor? ¿Quién será? ¿Quién será? La 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 la
Thank you to all the dancers here to my right and to my left. That's awesome. We have any ballroom dancers in the house? Like they participate? Yeah, is that what it is?
Maybe.
Dancing with the stars over here. We're gonna vote in the middle by text. I've actually never seen a full show of that, but I remember it being like really popular. Anyways, you're probably wondering like, man, these vatos aren't from the border. We haven't heard one cumbia yet. And you're right. We did a reggae-cumbia, but come on, you want a cumbia. So yeah, cumbia is the universal cakewalk music, right? If you can't dance to cumbia, you're probably missing a couple of batteries, right? But this song, Gustavo wrote about the band, and it's called Harabe Mexicano. And yeah, it's a cumbia, and we do a little bit of a polka also in the towards the end there. But this is the first song of the CD that we're gonna have for sale during intermission and afterwards. So yeah, Harabe Mexicano, and finally it's a cumbia.
Maybe. bailar. Quitará tus malestares, un elixir para gozar. Ven y siente este jarabe con su ritmo sin igual. Todo el mundo ya lo sabe, su sabor te animará. Jarabe mexicano,
Sí, señor.
jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
gózalo.
jarabe mexicano con sabor. Esta fiesta ya comienza, ya el ambiente se prendió. Cada quien busca pareja, pues la pista ya se abrió. Que se escuche la guitarra y también el guitarrón. La vihuela pone ritmo y que no falte percusión. Jarabe mexicano, jarabe mexicano, jarabe mexicano, jarabe mexicano con sabor, vámonos. Sí, señor. Jarabe mexicano,
Sí, señor.
jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano, jarabe mexicano con sabor. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. El jarabe mexicano tiene cumbia y algo más. Una polca de la mano, gira, gira sin parar. Los que son de la frontera saben cómo zapatear. Con un grito se festeja, vamos todos a bailar. Jarabe mexicano,
sí, señor.
jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
gózalo.
jarabe mexicano,
Con sabor,
jarabe mexicano,
sí, señor.
jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
gózalo.
jarabe mexicano con sabor. Jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
gózalo.
jarabe mexicano con sabor. Jarabe mexicano,
Sí, señor.
jarabe mexicano,
Báilalo,
jarabe mexicano,
gózalo.
jarabe mexicano con sabor. Vámonos. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Se va calentando la cosa. Uy.
That's really the first original song for Harabe Mexicano. And we actually are going to be working on our third CD, or our third record, I should say. I don't think anybody knows what CDs are anymore. But I go way back. I actually was alive when 8-tracks were around. I went through mini disc. You guys remember mini disc? You know that I had Moby. Remember the first album Moby released on mini disc? You don't know? Oh, come on. So anyways, we'll be working on that. We were supposed to have worked on our new record in 2020, but something happened. But yeah, so we have the second CD. The first one isn't available anymore on physical copy just because we just ran out of prints and we didn't do any reprints. But look us up on Spotify, iTunes, you know, all that stuff. Wherever you listen to music, look us up and you'll see there's 2 records there. This next song we're gonna do, this is you guys all know that when you go from English to Spanish, you translate something, sometimes it doesn't, sound quite right, you know what I'm saying? And if you ask like Google to translate, that happens all the time, right?
Google.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this song, well, actually one of the many talents that Dabo has, like, he's an excellent dancer, he can sing, he makes excellent paper airplanes. But he also does excellent translations, and he decided to translate the song. You guys have heard of the song Cien Años before, right? If you haven't, I'll ask the question after we perform it, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard it. But Gustavo did a really awesome translation, and we do it both in English and Spanish. So this song is Cien Años, and he titled it Forever.
Like a stranger, it hurts me down to my being to know that you forgot me, to think that I will never deserve your wretched tears, and still your memory lingers, tied into my existence. And if I live forever, I'll never forget you. ¿Quién se la sabe? Pasaste a mi lado con gran indiferencia. Tus ojos ni siquiera voltearon hacia mí. Te vi sin que me vieras. Te hablé sin que me oyeras, y toda mi amargura se ahogó dentro de mí, y me duele hasta la vida saber que me olvidaste, pensar que ni desprecio merezca yo de ti. Y sin embargo sigues unida a mi existencia, y si vivo 100 años, 100 años pienso en ti. Hey. Tararararata.
Oh, right. Gracias, gracias. I have a question for you here. How many of you here are Spanish first language? Was your first language, okay? How many of you here are Spanish second language? Okay. How many of you here is English is your first language? Yeah. How many of you here speak both Spanish and English? All right. And how many of you here speak another language other than English or Spanish? Yeah. Right on. So we do this with the kids. We make them realize all these different languages that are in the room. And then I ask them, raise your hands if your friends are either right next to you or in the same room, and most of them raise their hands. And it's like a really powerful message, because we in Harabe believe that, you know, if we share different languages, cultures, food, oh, that's my favorite, music, you know, experiences, you name it, it's going to be extremely difficult to hate anybody that you share all those things with, right? So just for the moment today, if you guys don't know each other, we're all sharing the same thing, even if we have all these different backgrounds and all that. And that's really the border spirit right there, right? You have like a kind of a melting pot in that area. So give yourselves a round of applause for being here in that spirit. Thank you so much, yeah. Huh? And so now, we really are going to cumbia this thing out. The cool thing about this song is that they say it's worth 4. Because if you know the song, you can play it 4 times in one night and nobody will care at all. And it's true. Those when you hear it. Oh, I see. Yeah, one more thing too. We were here actually, what was it, Tawo, 3 years ago or something? 3, 4 years ago?
Probably 4 years
4 years ago. We played at the Capitol Bar, is that correct?
Capitol Bar, yeah.
Yeah. And I think the whole town is there, right? Is what I believe. But we met a lot of cool people, and most notably, I don't know if that person is here in the room, because he said he might be able to make it, but he goes by the name El Guayo. Hey. Yeah, órale. right there. And there was another gentleman by the name of Gene, and the next day they took us out to the VLA and gave us this awesome tour. We got to go on top of the satellite dish and take photos. It was so hot that me and Kevin were throwing pedazos de carne on there to cook it. But anyways, it's so cool to come back to the community, especially since we made some friends. And anyways, I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget to share that story with you guys. It's really awesome to be here again. And after, kind of getting over this pandemic, we're all so happy to be back on the road again. And it's really because people like yourselves, establishments here like the universities and schools are asking for us to come back out. So thank you for asking for the arts. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, this song is called La Negra Tomasa.
Oh.
It's worth 4, right?
It's worth it.
¡Cumbia! ¡Epa! ¡Sa! ¡Sa! Estoy tan enamorado de la negra Tomasa. Cuando se va de casa, triste me pongo. Estoy tan enamorado de la negra preciosa. Cuando se va de casa, triste me pongo. Ay, 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 esa negra linda que me vuelve loco, que me come poquito a poco. Esa negra linda me tiene loco, que me come poquito a poco. ¡Epa! ¡Sa! ¡Sa! ¡Epa! Estoy tan enamorado de la negra Tomasa que cuando se va de casa, como dice, triste me pongo. Estoy tan enamorado de la negra preciosa. Cuando se va de casa, triste me pongo. Ay, 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 esa negra linda me vuelve loco, que me come poquito a poco. Esa negra linda me tiene loco, que me come poquito a poco. La 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 la, la 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 la, mi negra linda, nunca me dejes. Ah, la 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 la, la 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 la, negra linda, nunca me dejes. Sabor. Familia, esas manos, eso. Estoy tan enamorado de la negra Tomasa que cuando se va de casa, como dice, estoy tan enamorado de la negra preciosa. Cuando se va de casa, triste me pongo. Ay, 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 esa negra linda que me tiene loco, que me come poquito a poco. Esa negra linda me tiene loco, que me come poquito a
We did it 3 times. Anyways, we're gonna take a short intermission. We're gonna go out to lobby in a little bit. We're gonna wipe our sweat off, drink a little bit of water, do some Pilates, and just go out there, and we'll have some CDs, some download cards, some brand new stickers. So yeah, take a little short break, and we'll see you out there in a little bit. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Gracias. Hi, we can see you.
Give me a second here so I can put my translating machine on. Okay, how were the tacos and the tequila? Yeah, we didn't get to make it out there, but
Maybe after the show.
yeah. Speaking of tequila, we're actually celebrating something today. Someone pulled me over to the side right now and like got me by the neck and be like, "Hey, you gotta do this for me." I'm like, "Yeah, man, whatever you want." But no, in all seriousness, he asked us if we could wish happy birthday to Victoria. And we'd love to wish her a happy birthday in the only way we know how. We're going to do a little bit of Mañanitas.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos aquí. Despierta, Victoria, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajarillos cantan. La luna ya se metió. ¡Hey! ¡Felicidades, Victoria! Here we go. Quererte tanto, ay, después de quererla tanto, Diosito dame consuelo para sacarme de adentro esto que me está matando allá, allá. Como un lamento, como un quejido que el viento se lleva por donde quiera. Yo te quiero, qué pena verte perdido, como quien pierde una estrella que se le va a infinito. después de quererte tanto. Ay, después de quererla tanto, Diosito dame consuelo para sacarme de adentro esto que me está matando. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you so much.
So that song actually was one that Tavo told me that he used to listen to on that 2-hour drive from Tijuana to San Diego, then to Point Loma. I have a question for you, Tavo. Were you eating like Mexican candy, and as soon as you crossed over, you were like with Snickers and Kit Kat?
I was more of a chip guy.
Oh,
I was more of
so
a
you go
chip
from
guy.
rancheritas to Doritos.
To Doritos,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Just had to ask. I'd never asked him that question before. Probably is it a week we're gonna be in Houston? In a week, right? A few days. We're gonna go to Houston, play some music. But one of the cool things that we recently discovered, actually Tavo found out before, but we're gonna play on a stage that was part of one of the earliest venues, right? That Selena played. You guys know who I'm talking about, Selena, right? Like, you don't have to know her personally, but you've heard of Selena back in the 1990s. So we actually are looking forward to performing this song there. It's sort of our you would say our tribute to the late great Selena Quintanilla. And we're gonna do a song that combines, it's like a ranchera and cumbia at the same time. You might know the song, it's called Si Una Vez.
Si nos queda, si nos queda.
Wow. You guys remember this song? Which CD was it on? What number one?
It was on Amor Prohibido.
Oh.
I think it was number 9.
This guy's like an expert, Selena. Okay? All right, vamos, si una vez.
Yo te di todo mi amor y más, y tú no reconoces ni lo que es amar. Yo me puse dispuesto a tus pies y tan solo con desprecio me has pagado, pero ahora ve. Si una vez dije que te amaba, hoy me arrepiento. Te amaba, no sé lo que pensé, estaba loco. Si una vez dije que te amaba y que por ti la vida daba, si una vez dije que te amaba, no lo vuelvo a hacer. Ese error es cosa de ayer. Sé que un día tú volverás y tú de todo te arrepentirás. Yo me puse dispuesto a tus pies y tan solo con desprecio me has pagado, pero ahora ve. Si una vez dije que te amaba, hoy me arrepiento. Si una vez dije que te amaba, no sé lo que pensé, estaba loco. Si una vez dije que te amaba, que por ti la vida daba. Si una vez dije que te amaba, no lo vuelvo a hacer. Ese error es cosa de ayer. Si una vez dije que te amaba y que por ti la vida daba, si una vez dije que te amaba, no lo vuelvo Ese error es cosa de ayer. Eso. Gracias. Thank you so much.
Órale, that one goes for Selena.
Salinas.
Speaking of the 1990s, you guys all remember the 1990s, I'm sure. There was, let's see, I remember 1990s. We used to wear do you guys remember the jewelry that had like the horseshoe on there? People were dancing quebradita. You guys, come on, don't act like that didn't happen, all right? So yeah, la quebradita. Anyways, novelas were huge things. Who remembers Dos Mujeres, Un Camino? Yeah, all right. Well, if you didn't, there's YouTube, you can look it up. But anyways, we're gonna go back again to one of the cumbia hits. This artist, her name is Laura León. You guys know her, Laura León? Okay. She had a hit called Suavecito, Suavecito. And this is one of the songs we do with the kids, and the kids sing back to us, Suavecito, Suavecito. So if they can do it, you guys
Y'all
can do
can
it.
do it.
Do you guys have any kids in the school that we visited today? You have any parents from the kids there?
No? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
They were awesome. Great audience members. Many of you might have a kid there that you don't want somebody to know, so that's cool too. No pedo, no pedo.
Cumbia. Voy a cantar suavecito. tener por siempre tu amor. Quiero llegar a tu corazón, para tener por siempre tu amor.
Give it up for the dancers. Orale, thanks so
And
much
the singers.
for dancing. Singers,
I heard him,
dancers. They're gonna give us an invoice at the end of the show. Like background per song, $80. What we'd like to do for you next is a little glimpse into the outreach shows we do. So when we travel to different states, different cities, different schools, we used to have, well, actually we still do, but obviously the band hasn't been as active the last 2 years, but we do a Dia de Muertos tour where we actually set up an altar in the front that has pictures of loved ones and pictures of the artists that we play. And I would bet money, even though I don't advise gambling, I would bet money that nobody has the altar that we have, because we have a picture of Bob Marley and Freddie Fender right next to each other. And that's a sight to see for sure. But anyways, we go to the schools and we talk to them about Dia de Muertos, what we do to celebrate in those things. But this movie came out, and you guys all know Coco, and that movie sort of turned these kids that had like questions about what Dia de Muertos was, it turned them into experts instantly. Like I'll be saying something and some kid back there's like, no, mister, no, that's not what happened. And but it's lucky for us because we get to kind of fast forward through explaining it and just actually start celebrating and really getting into the spirit of Dia de Muertos. What we'd like to do for you is a medley that we do for the kids, and it's Remember Me, and we tie it with the song Cuando Calienta el Sol, and Kevin will be singing the song for you.
For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song for you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. That I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Recuérdame, hoy me tengo que, mi amor, recuérdame. No llores, por favor, te llevo en mi corazón y cerca me tendrás. A solas yo te cantaré soñando a regresar. Recuérdame, aunque tengo que emigrar, recuérdame, si mi guitarra oyes llorar, ella con su triste canto te acompañará, hasta que en mis brazos no estés. Estoy solo aquí en la playa y es el sol que te acompaña y me quema, y me quema, y me quema. Cuando calienta el sol aquí en la playa, siento tu cuerpo vibrar cerca de mí. Es tu palpitar, es tu cara, es tu pelo, son tus besos, me estremezco. Cuando calienta el sol. Es tu palpitar, tu recuerdo, mi locura, mi delirio, me estremezco. Cuando calienta el sol, cuando calienta el sol, cuando calienta el
All right.
Kevin recently engaged Lomez. I don't know how he does it, but his fiance is in Austria, and she lives over there. He didn't tell her to go over there. She lives over there. But anyways, it's such a it's such a treat, honestly, to have 3 singers in a band. Some bands don't even have one singer, right? But here there's 3, and there's 3 different styles. It's so cool. It goes with our name Harabe, really, because Harabe is a mixture. It's also, as we talked to somebody in the lobby right now, it is a dance. But the word Harabe is basically just a mixture of something, right? And of course, Harabe is that one mysterious concoction that your grandma made that had like olive oil, maybe some mayonesa, a little bit of Robitussin, maybe, a little bit of arnica, and then top it off with some butter, right? And then you'd be like, oh, that's nasty, and you would drink it, and it's like, oh man, I feel better. So that's also a jarabe, right? But for us, it's just a mixture of all these cultures, obviously age groups, and so in that spirit, we go around and just, man, like, if you hang out with us, we laugh all the time, but we all have jokes where we go, what are you talking about, man? Because we're so different from each other, really. But yeah, again, just always try to explain a little bit of what we do when we go out to the community and do outreach. What do we got next? Let's see here. We're going to have Eduardo sing a song for you. This song was made famous by Antonio Aguilar. You guys know Antonio Aguilar? Ow! Yeah,
Don
yeah.
Tony.
He was a good-looking dude. He was talented. He acted. He sang. He wrote tunes. And this song particularly we're doing is called El Ausente. And it's about a guy who came back to town from who knows where and came to reclaim his relationships. So that's plural. And I don't know if it was written about Eduardo, but let's just say we don't know. But this song is El Ausente, and it's a polka, and Eduardo's going to sing it for you.
No?
Hold on. Okay.
Ya vine de donde andaba, se me concedió volver. A mí se me afiguraba que no te volvería a ver. Pareces amapolita cortada al amanecer. Prepárate, mija, porque ya llegó el ausente. Sí, porque vengo de lejos, me niegan la luz del día. Se me hace que tu esperanza le pasó lo a que la mía, por andar en la vagancia perdí un amor que tenía.
Así te trae.
Estrellita reluciente de la nube colorada, si tienes amor pendiente puedes darle retirada. Ya llegó que andaba ausente y este no consiente nada. Ya llegó el que andaba ausente y este no consiente nada. Gracias, thank you.
El ausente Antonio Aguilar, sang by Eduardo Valencia. We're gonna do the probably the second national anthem of Mexico. They sing the songs in the soccer games. Man, we're pretty much everywhere. It's actually one of the first songs they teach to young mariachi students. And we do this song and we blend it with another famous mariachi song. So we do Cielito Lindo with La Bikina.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. ¿Cómo dice? Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. ¡Hey! Solitaria camina la viquina, la gente se pone a murmurar. Dicen que tiene una pena, dicen que tiene una pena que le hace llorar. Altanera, preciosa y orgullosa, no permite la quieran consolar. Pasa luciendo su real majestad, pasa, camina, los mira sin verlos jamás. Como dice, la viquina tiene pena y dolor. La viquina no conoce el amor. Altanera, preciosa y orgullosa, no permite la quieran consolar. Dicen que alguien ya vino y se fue, dicen que pasa las noches llorando por él. Pararararara, pararararara, parararararararararara, pararararararararararararara. Como dice, la viquina tiene pena y dolor. La viquina no conoce el amor. Altanera, preciosa y orgullosa, no permite la quieran consolar. Dicen que alguien ya vino y se fue, dicen que pasa las noches llorando por él. Dicen que pasa las noches llorando por él. Dicen que pasa las noches llorando por él.
Thank you so much. If any of you have friended us recently on Facebook or Instagram, or maybe you've already connected with us, you would have seen that we did this really cool collaboration with the Augsburg University Symphony, where their conductor actually wrote arrangements to the songs we do, and we did an awesome concert that had, you know, the full orchestra, even choir involved. So if you want to look us up and check out that video, again, we were it's so crazy doing it that way, because then when we go back to do it like our own way, it's like, man, it was such a huge sound behind everything, and this was one of the songs we did. But anyways, I recommend you check it out, and hopefully we do that program again with other symphonies. But yeah, this is kind of nearing the end for the night. I said nearing, we're not there yet. But I'm giving a little moments here for Pablo to gather his breath a little bit, because we're going to do a song that is on our record. It's the one that we end with on our record, and I'm sure you've heard this song before, and it's called La Malagueña. And we recently started doing this song again because of something that happened in 2020. There was 2 musicians that were no longer able to travel with us during the break. They basically got involved with other projects, and they couldn't no longer travel. So I really want to give a huge round of applause for the 2 guys that stepped in and have been doing a fantastic job, starting with Eduardo Valencia on guitarrón. And Francisco Esteban Morales Smith on the guitarra. He really does have that many names. And all the way to the left, I call him one of the OG members. That's Kevin Lomas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ahí está el
dang,
club,
dude.
ahí está el club.
Ahí está el club. He eats a lot, okay? So he
Oye.
Yeah, I think Danny's just jealous.
he's an expensive date. Anyways, my name is Danny Brito. I'm from Nogales, Arizona. Masco chicle, bailo tango, turulú. And on the center here, dancing like a maniac. This is Gustavo Alcocer Jr., all the way from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico.
Gracias.
Okay, so we're going to be doing a couple of songs to end the night, and then we're actually going to go to the lobby and do another song for you. We can tell stories again. You can check out the CDs, you know, all that good stuff, so that we can let the guys here that have been doing a fantastic job with the sound strike the stage. Thank you so much, guys, for helping us out. Give a round of applause to them, yeah? Rana, thank you for inviting us. I thought after Lifetime you didn't want anything to do with us, but it's all good. Thank you so much. Anyways, here's La Malagueña.
Debajo de esas dos cejas, debajo de esas dos cejas, qué bonitos ojos tienes. Ellos te quieren mirar, pero si tú no los dejas, pero si tú no los dejas, ni siquiera malagueña salerosa, besar tus labios quisiera, besar tus labios quisiera, malagueña salerosa, y decirte, niña hermosa, que eres linda y hechicera, que eres linda y hechicera como el candor de una rosa. Can we get a round of applause for these guys? Sound amazing. Eso. Si por pobre tú me desprecias, yo te concedo razón. Yo te concedo razón. Si por pobre me desprecias, yo no te ofrezco riqueza, te ofrezco el corazón, te ofrezco mi corazón a cambio de mi pobreza. Malagueña salerosa, besar tus labios quisiera, besar tus labios quisiera, malagueña salerosa, y decirte, niña hermosa, que tú eres hechicera, que eres linda y hechicera como el candor de una rosa. Como el candor de una rosa. Malagueña, malagueña,
Ow!
Muchas gracias.
Ala, nice. That's Gustavo Alcocer singing his heart out for you. That's La Malagueña. Thank you so much. This is a song that we end with all the time, everywhere. Even when we're done with the day, before we go to bed in our rooms, we play this song. That's a joke. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. We've had an awesome time. This is actually the last concert we do of our short little New Mexico tour, and I still haven't had my green chili since I've been here.
I know, you've been talking about it.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Uh-oh.
We
¿Se lo
did
perdió?
yes, te perdiste para Victoria? Oh, well, happy birthday to Victoria. We actually did las mañanitas and
We
everything.
did at the very beginning.
I'm so sorry.
A ver.
Do a short one for him.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser su cumpleaños se las cantamos aquí. Cortita. Felicidades.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Órale, he got a 2-for-1 today. So we're gonna, vamos a despedir con probably the most famous song in the world other than Happy Birthday and Las Mañanitas in this case. This La Bamba.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, una poca de gracia pa' mi patía, y arriba, y arriba, ay arriba, y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. ¿Cómo dice? Bamba, 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 Shake it up, baby, now. A twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on and work it on now. You know you twist so good. You know you twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. And let me know that you're mine. Here we go. Hey, hey, shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. rock it on out. Come on and twist and shout it. Come on and twist and shout. Come on and twist and shout now. Come on and twist and shout. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de qué. Una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia para mi patria. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Allá arriba, allá arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Vuelvo a echar. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Este sí es un son jarocho, este sí es un son. Este sí es un son jarocho, este sí es un son. Este sí es un son jarocho, este sí es un son. Este sí es un son jarocho, este sí es un son. Ay, Cupido te pido, ay, Cupido te pido de corazón, que se acabe la bamba, que se acabe la bamba de compasión. Allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, yo no soy marinero, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba.
Muchas gracias. We'll see you in the lobby in a little bit. We'll play some rolas for you guys. Órale.
Muchas gracias.